Tuna wants to marry another wife, Morora. But this girl is someone's child, mind you. Then her parents should have told her not to sleep with.
Yeah, man's up, but don't say.
Shut up!
Wave Beats Music.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for making us the station of your choice. My name is Zurimbo Nyikadzino, right here on The Shift as we discuss women empowerment and celebrate our women, our heroes who are making strides in their lives, in their communities, and making an influence in empowering other women. Today in studio, I'm joined by a sister from another mother, Joy Nyikadzino. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
So on The Shift, we celebrate women's achievements. We take time to celebrate what you're doing, and today we are celebrating you. Just briefly tell us, who is Joy?
Thank you so much, Ru, for having me on your program. My name is Joyce Nyikadzino, popularly known as Joey Nyikadzino. I was born some 38 years ago. I'm a business lady, beautician by profession, and I'm the director and founder of SMC, Social Mothers Club. And I'm a mother.
All right. I understand that at some point you took a training in teaching, and just 1 year after you quit. What could be the reason for this? Is it because teaching is not a good profession? Why did you choose another profession, but you trained for another profession?
Let me not say much on that, but to be very honest with you, teaching is a very good profession. And it was not my passion though. My dad had actually said, okay, Joey, I want you to be a teacher. You know, when you are growing up and these parents, they just choose professions for you. And then you guys, you know, most people, they are teachers, nurses, you know, police officers. So it was just about us, you know, my dad. So when I went there, I trained. When I finished, I went for my TP. Then I was like, but this is not for me. And, you know, my TP was in Mutoko. And just imagine being a young girl thrown in Mutoko and they are expecting you to be a teacher there. Then I was like, Mom, can I come back to Harare? Then she said, why? And I said, no, Mom, you know what? My passion was beauty. Then I came. It did not go down well with them, you know, parents quitting teaching and you want to be that, you know, and they don't even understand the profession of beauty. They just think maybe beauty is associated with, you know, all those things. Then, then I chose beauty.
Okay, you mentioned that teaching was not your passion. Just here with us, there are women who are doing certain things that they're not passionate about. Tell us the need and I think the necessity for women to pursue what they're passionate about.
Okay, yeah, it's very important. You know, when you're a woman and you know exactly what you want to do in life, and you are so passionate about something. When I was growing up, I've always been a hairdresser, I've always been a beautician, you know, I would like stitch even the lawn at home, you know, so this was just my passion. So it's very important to do what you know best, to do what you feel like, I want to do this. It's not difficult for you to choose that. You know, it's so advantageous to do what you've always wanted to do because there's no force, there's no one pushing you to. It's like something in you. You wake up every day and you're looking forward to do something like that. Okay, you're like saying, okay, this is me. And you're trying to discover yourself, but not let other people discover yourself. Because, you know, in our communities, women mostly, we let people decide for us, be it men, be it parents, be it families, be it society. So if you are pushed by society, if you are pushed by people, if you are pushed by the parents, but not your passion, then honestly, there are no results there. So my word of encouragement to each and every woman, you don't have to rely on other people. You rely on yourself. You do what you want best because there are results in doing what you have always wanted to do. Yeah, so beauty was my passion.
And you also mentioned when you got into that industry, some people have certain stereotypes.
Oh,
For
yes.
example, when people see people acting, when they see other women maybe doing music, they have a certain name that they give them.
Oh, yeah.
But there are people out there who are actually passionate in earning a living from that. Can you just address such stereotypes?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. You know, when you're a woman, then you say, I want to be an actress. People are like, actress? So there's nothing wrong in being an actress. There's nothing wrong in being a beautician. But some of the things you do really have to go to school. Like me, I trained for beauty for 3 years. And then acting, I did not train anyway. It was just in me. You know, when I was growing up, I would like take maybe articles, see Angelina Jolie, then I would be like, okay, one day I want to be like her. So when you grow up wanting to be someone, you always become someone. When you grow up wanting to be there, you always become there. Yeah.
And how do you address such stereotypes to say that when people see women maybe into the acting industry, like you said, or into the music industry, they label them with a certain name?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, on that, you just have to be you. You just have to be yourself. When you choose a profession, when you want to do something, you don't really have to care or maybe try to understand what people are saying about you, because you know what you want to do, you know where your passion is. So just follow your dream. There's nothing wrong in being called names as long as you are doing what you want in life. As long as you are doing what pleases you in life, I think it's okay. So for all women who want to pursue something, who want to do something, I'll just say, just go for it. Yeah, be you, just be yourself. You know, the world has got different ways of addressing people. They've got different ways of calling you names. But it doesn't matter. As long as you know what you want to do, it's okay. So, ladies, just follow your passion, follow what you want to do.
And what are some of the challenges that you faced switching from being a teacher to what your passion was about?
It was so challenging. You know, at one point, my dad just said to my mom, you know, now Joe is not my daughter. She's now yours. And she was like, okay, I know the Chiaras, they've got, you know, the Chiara name, and they are just rude people. Then I had to explain to him, he did not want to listen. Then he said, okay, from now I will disown you. So when I started the acting career, it was something else for him. When I started the beauty career, it was something else for him. But now, because I knew exactly what I would produce maybe at the end of the day and what, he, you know, gradually he started understanding me. Because I would like say, maybe sometimes even if he's not okay with it, I would still come and say, Daddy, you know what? Today I've plaited my ningi. Today I've done makeup. Today I've done this, I've done this. Then I decided to enroll myself for that particular course. Then yeah, he was now okay with it, since there were now certificates and stuff, you know. But parents, they just believe in certificates. yeah. So that was it.
And I also understand that you're a founder of a group of single women. Can you just share with us, what do you do there?
Single Mothers Club, I started it, I wanted it to be called Single Mothers Club. Then as time went by, I changed the name to Social Mothers Club. The reason being that married women also were starting to get really interested in it. So Social Mothers Club is a group of women who came together for the purpose of empowerment. We are empowering each other in different categories. We are like giving each other's ideas, knowledge, because sometimes, you know, when you just empower someone with money and they don't have the knowledge, it means nothing. Then, you know, the money will just go to waste. So we are like empowering each other with ideas, with money, with stands, with building materials, with capital for businesses, you name it, a lot, and even cars. Because, you know, most people, they say, but why cars? But to be very honest with you, a car is a basic necessity, just like any other thing. Because it makes it easier, especially when you are in business. Because when I was looking around, I was like, okay, many women, they do really have ideas. They are full of ideas. If you take one woman and ask them, they will tell you, they will build castles in the air. But okay, where's the problem? They don't have money, right? So I sat down, then I came to a conclusion that many women, they needed this kind of thing, right? So we started like very, very small. We grew each and every day to be where we are today.
Maybe just to share with us, what inspired you to to start such a brand?
It's a long story, but I'll shorten it. Actually, I was married before, but I won't go into details. Then I got divorced. And you know, coming from a good marriage and where people thought it was just like a bed of roses, you know, people start to judge you. You know, those kind of stories, you know. Also, I go to church, and it was not easy for me. So I knew exactly what I was going through. Obviously, other single women as well were going through the same. Right, so I wanted us to come together so that we can be able to comfort each other in such situations and same situations. And also because single mothers in societies, they are stigmatized. You know, they are called names, they are called useless people because maybe they don't even have anything to offer. So we said, okay, single mothers, let's come together. Let's build our community of powerful women, whereby we'll be having everything that we need. So that when we go and get married out there, sorry, so that when we go and get married out there, we are not going to get married for wrong reasons, but we are going to get married because we want to get married. It's only for love. You understand? Because when most of them, when they don't have money, when they don't even have a direction, they just get into all those relationships. For what? For money, for benefits. But now when the benefits moves away, when money is no longer there, then divorce again. So we don't want to become single mother from this generation. The next time I get married, I get divorced, I get married, I get divorced. So we are saying, let's come, let's empower each other, let's come together, empower each other with everything that we need. Afford to put butter on the table for the babies, our babies in good schools, we have stands, we have houses to live, then we have cars, we can afford holidays as well. So that because they really want to get married, not because of reasons. Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back in our last and final segment of the shift as we discuss women empowerment, and today we are joined by a powerful lady, I would call her, who took advantage of a situation to also build others around her. And as we took a break, we were sharing about how single women are stereotypes in communities, and you took advantage of that to form a brand that is actually empowering women right now. How many women have you reached out to?
So far, we had 39,600 women. Yes,
Really?
and that's thing, yes.
39,000, and it's only includes Zimbabwe or other parts of the country.
No, it doesn't include Zimbabwe only because, you know, overall they are women. So Zimbabweans are everywhere as well. So now we are in different countries. We are in the UAE. I'll be traveling there on Friday for 2 weeks. We're in South Africa. There's Team South Africa. There's Botswana, Malawi, Zambia, Angola, UK, yeah, and other countries.
And there are other young single mothers who are listening to you right now who might also want to join. How do they join in?
Okay, joining is for free, and just being a woman qualifies you for this particular thing that we're doing. Because we are saying we cannot just say single mothers, we cannot just say women, but everyone, as long as you are a lady, you are qualified to be part of us. Yeah. And
also, what are some of the challenges that you have faced starting a brand where people obviously have stereotypes about single women?
Yeah, it was a bit difficult, and I remember at one time on Facebook, then this single mother thing was like, you know, going on and going on. Then you hear a person like, so it's like you are like saying people should get divorced to become single mothers. And I was like, no, I'm actually preparing single mothers for their next marriages, as well as preparing those in marriages so that they don't come out of the marriages. You understand? Because we are like we share ideas. It's not like just about single mothers. We share ideas as well. Because as you were saying, the name is Zvataka Sangana Nazvo, right? So our experiences as well, they help other women still in the marriages that they shouldn't get involved in the same mistakes that we've done before. Yeah.
Do you care to share some of the challenges that this single women maybe share with you when you say Zvataka Sangana Nazvo? Because there are other young, other women who are listening to us right now, and they might be in the same situations.
Okay, yeah. Most single mothers have been through hell, to be very honest with you. Others, they say they were the problems. Because we don't just say, okay, because we are women, we are for women, we say we are correct. Not always. Other women were the problems. In other marriages, it was the families of the men they were married to. Then in other areas as well, it was their families, our families as women. Then obviously the men, men, they do cheat. Most of them, they were saying, okay, we were cheated on. And my question was, okay, if he cheated, was it enough for you to come out of a marriage because he cheated? Because, it's always with men. So if he's going to cheat you, then you come out. Does it mean next time you're going to get married again, you're going to come out again if he cheats? Then if the answer is no, then why didn't you stay there? Okay, fine. You decided out, but now you are here. When you get married again, we don't expect you to repeat the same mistake again. Yeah.
So do we have other women who also cheat men as well?
I might not want to comment on that, but with stories that I've heard, yeah, there are other women who still cheat on men whilst they are married, right? Yeah.
And what advice would you give? Talk about issues of gender-based violence. There are other women who are staying in abusive marriages. Have you encountered such situations?
Oh yes, very much. But my advice to those women who are staying in marriages, maybe where there is violence, I just encourage them that it's not right, it's not proper, and it's not okay for you to be just in there whilst you are experiencing or undergoing such. You need to have a voice. You need to be heard. You need to discuss. It's either you discuss with the man. If he doesn't understand you, maybe you can engage maybe organizations or maybe counselors. Because sometimes gender-based violence, there's one who's got a problem between the two. Maybe the man, maybe the woman. Because it's not always about women. There are also other men who are being abused by women in the houses. So, yeah.
And as we close, there are women who are listening to us right now, and for I don't know how many years past, the system has been patriarchal, where men were the ones who would bring meat on the table, would bring bread on the table.
Okay.
But you are empowering other women, and you're actually saying to them, you don't need to wait for a man for you to do certain things. What word of advice would you give?
Exactly, this is why we formed the Women Empowerment Program. We are actually saying, ladies, come on, look at the economical situation that we have, especially in African countries. So, because we are poor nations, you would find that when there is no money, there is no peace. People are fighting, a lot is going on behind the scenes because there's no money. But if you are working as well, you can understand that he might fail to bring money today, but he can bring money tomorrow. But what do? I stand in the gap as a woman. So I'm like saying, okay, let's work as well so that we can be able to bring in something on the table. If he doesn't have money, I fit in. If I don't have, he fit in, because marriage is all about complementing each other. Yeah.
I would like to thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The Shift as we are sharing your journey, and I believe that all our viewers who tuned in today were really inspired and also are going to put whatever that she shared with us in place, and also put whatever she shared with us in their lives, and also be able to empower themselves and empower other women around them. This is The Shift, and it's a good afternoon.